Maslow's hierarchy refers to what? Nice selection. Needs is the correct and valid answer. The function of human resource is solid response. Pervasive is a valid choice. The first activity in staffing is excellent. Human resource planning is a brilliant choice. Staffing will how many activities? Correct. 4 is the right answer. What is the nationality of Janice? You chose Roman, and it is correct. Which is not on the job training? Well picked. Classroom lectures is the correct answer. Core function of all organization. Strong choice. Human resource management is the right answer. One of the HERM functions is dash. Perfect. Planning function is the correct choice. Customer, profit and people dash. Bravo, no is the answer. Bonus Act was passed in the year. Smart pick. 1965 is the correct choice. TQM's major emphasis is on dash. Well done. Product quality is the right choice. Employee health is the state of sharp thinking. Well-being is the right choice. The role of hard director is dash. Right choice. Administration is the best answer. What is the name of today case? You're right. Eye of Janus is the correct answer. What is not an extrinsic reward? Correct response. Self-satisfaction is the most accurate answer. What are the basis of promotion? On track. Both LMB is the correct answer. What is the importance of hum? Good job. Your answer, all of the above, works well here. Development function involves great thinking. All of these is the right choice. Commission is usually paid to smart move. Salespeople is an accurate answer. Performance appraisal aims at clear logic. Your choice, both A and B, is sound and 100% true. Indirect involvement mentions nice work. You chose labor union and it is correct. HERM is all about this except. Nicely done. Profit is a solid answer. What is this function of HERM? Well reasoned. Training is the correct choice. Which process is done first? Valid point. Manpower planning is true. Dash is the on the training. Exactly. Coaching makes sense and it is right choice. Which is a compliance issue? You got it. Your choice minimum wage is right. What is human factor in HUM? Right again. None of the above is a valid answer. Planning is a dash function. Excellent choice. Pervasive is the right answer. Multiple unions create dash. Great job. Reverie is the accurate answer. Generation X was born from. Good. 1963-1980 is the right answer. There are dash HUM process. Correct response. 8 is the most accurate answer. What is your company brand? Well done. Company reputation is the right choice. Human resource is the asset. Bravo. Intangible is the answer.
Job specification include? Nicely done. All of these is a solid answer.
Iam is the same with hum. Exactly. No makes sense, and it is right choice.
What are human resources? Well picked. Employees is the correct answer, which is not a motivator.
Good job. Your answer salary works well here.
Recruitment from outside. Clear logic. Your choice external recruiting is sound and 100% true. Her task doesn't include. Great thinking. Publicity is the right choice. Factories Act passed in. Smart move. 1948 is an accurate answer.
Who was Abraham Maslow?
Perfect. Physiologist is the correct choice. Undesired work outcome. Correct. Increased competition for employees is the right answer.
Herm is a dash activity.
Solid response. Continuous activity is a valid choice.
The meaning of herm is
sharp thinking. Dash. Human resource management is the right choice. Roy plus row equal to black box. Good thinking. No is the right answer.
What does herm mean?
Excellent. Human resource management is a brilliant choice. HUM stands for dash. Right again. Human resource management is a valid answer. HUM department are? Valid point. Service department is true. Interviews can be. Smart pick. Both structured and unstructured is the correct choice. Why skill variety? On track. Stimulate growth and satisfaction is the correct answer. Cost vis benefit? Well reasoned. Risk management is the correct choice. BAR stands for? Strong choice. Behavioral anchored ranking scale is the right answer.
Diversity means?
You got it. Your choice being different is right. HERP stands for right choice. Human resource planning is the best answer.
What is IG?
Excellent choice. International joint venture is the right answer.
HERM is about?
Nice work. You chose people, and it is correct. Expand reduct. Nice selection. Red Trade Union Congress is the correct and valid answer.
What is HERM?
You're right. Human resource management is the correct answer. HUP is dash. Great job. Human resource planning is the accurate answer. Me plus you equal to? You chose friend, and it is correct.
How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
You chose contact Narayan Changda, and it is correct.